Hello, coders. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing. It's so hot. So hot today. So I'm only going to be streaming for about an hour because of the heat. Yeah, we're going to be working on some CSS and some JavaScript late last night. As you may have seen me tweet, I was doing some regression testing. And I wanted to find one bug, and I found, I think it was 4 or 5 in the end. So we're going to work through those. Mostly to do with mobile UI. So we're going to play around with a bit of CSS, Tailwind CSS, and I think there's one to do with JavaScript if we get that far. So anyway, let's get into the code, shall we? I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody is doing. Hey, Wawa, thank you for joining today. Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing well. Not liking this heat. How do you like the t-shirt though? Just code it. Okay, let's get into this. So, okay, so I had a problem. I think it was on Twitch last Sunday, where I was trying to, I was getting JavaScript heap errors, memory errors, when I was running my Webpack. And what I managed to do was split them out into the CMS and the front end. So that's what you were seeing here. I've literally just ran this, so I can. It should be, the website should hopefully be running. Let me just double check. Bring that in. There she is, in all its glory. So, okay, I'll bring up the GitHub, the bugs list. So if we go to issues here, what I did last night was I created a bunch of these. Actually, I said 4, but look at them. There's quite a lot. I was on a streak last night. Okay, so what I think I've done for some of these, I've created some screenshots. Here we go. So active lesson is not highlighted. So the active lesson should be highlighted in the menu. So you can see here I'm on containers tutorial #9. And if I scroll down here, we should be able to see that 9 isn't highlighted. And it should be. And let's have a look at some others. So edit on GitHub, margins are not correct on mobile. So yeah, you can see that the edit on GitHub there, the margin there is too tight to the pink line. And I think this one also had, there was another one, transcript button not working. So the transcript tab is not clickable when clicked. The transcript table should be active. That should be tab, should be active, and the notes tab should be inactive. So I believe that's a JavaScript thing. And lots of UI issues on mobile version of profile page. Yeah, so you can see that that's it's all right up to the edge. That's not good. So that you can see there's a ton of things I was finding out last night. And then we've got the pagination is missing, order courses by creation date, all tutorials have a duration of 1530. I thought I fixed that, but obviously not. So I reopened that issue. You can see they're all 1530. I've got a feeling that's some PHP issue there with date intervals. So I think what we'll do is we will work on which one should we work on first? I think we should probably look at the transcript stuff, I reckon. So the first thing is the edit on GitHub margins are not correct on mobile. Again, that's a transcript thing. Yeah, we'll do that. So this is just putting in a margin on here. So let's see if we can replicate this. So did I put in a link at all? Yeah, I did. Sweet. So we'll just copy that and we'll paste it into here. There we go. Okay, and the way I was running this was in mobile view. It's a bit weird. Why is there a horizontal scroll? Is that because this is Chrome, right? What's the deal with that? That is something I didn't notice yesterday. We bring it in. Okay, let me see. What's this? What am I trying to do here? I want to load up my developer tools. That's what I want to do. And we want to go into a mobile view. Let's do iPhone 6, 7, and 8. Actually, hang on a minute. Hang on a second. 5. Why is that? This is quite confusing. I think there's something wrong with my version of Chrome. Responsive, right? That's responsive. But that looks totally different. That's not right. Hold on. Something isn't playing ball here. That's not what I've got it set to. Right, let's take this out of responsive and then bring this into here. That's more like it. Strange. Have I screwed up the screen? Hang on a minute. Favicon. No, let's have a look. Let's bring this out to be. Oh, this is the problem with streaming. It's a tiny workspace. No. Sorry, let me just get my ducks in a row first before we start screwing around. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring this out of the dock. Thank you. Right. Okay, number one, that was not, the horizontal scroll was not there yesterday. So what's the deal with that? And why is there this? What's going on? What is that? I think I may have just found another bug. What on earth is going on here? Well, this isn't as straightforward as I thought it would first be. Right, let's have a look at this. So this seems to be... Oh, hang on. I swear I removed these yesterday. Oh dear. Hang on a minute. Let me... I have a suspicion that I haven't done a merge on a branch that I was working on last night, because I remember looking at all of these negative margins. Bear with me a second whilst I pull my laptop. Give it a hard refresh. Yes, that's a good idea. Give it a hard refresh. No, still not. Let me see if I got any branches that haven't been pulled in yet. 9 branches. Anything that is greater than master, apart from staging, that should be fine. Adding logging, because that shouldn't really have touched. If we have a look at the diff here. If I can see it, please. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. So that's got nothing to do with the CSS. This may mean then that I haven't pushed up some changes, because I was working on this late last night. Probably what's happened is I haven't pushed any changes. I'm going to grab my laptop. Oh, oops. Just grabbing my laptop, moving the keyboard to one side, and then just, yeah. See, I thought I was all organized today. I thought, you know, it'll be fine. Let me just load up PHP Storm on my laptop. I was watching, what was I watching last night? It was Loki. I was watching Loki last night, and I was doing this. Okay. It looks fine to me. Git status. Okay, we're going to go with the assumption that it's fine and that this is broken. So what we'll do, is we'll just grab the keyboard back just to recreate my desk. Sorry. What we'll do is we'll create a new bug for this particular thing. And I've got a feeling I know what the deal is here. I've got a feeling it's because of these things, the minuses, I reckon. Yeah, so that the horizontal scroll is being removed there, but obviously I need to sort out this up here. Okay, let me deal with that. Let me refresh this and deal with that. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry. Silly me. This here. I'm trying to fix this horizontal scroll, and can you see that there's a little bit going out there? What I'll do is I will just do this quickly. I'll go into here. No, I won't. I'll go into my in here. There we go. Git checkout -b, and we'll do fixes, and this we'll do horizontal scroll. Okie smoky. Right, so I think this is, if we can get my DevTools back up and have a look at that. Come on. No. Come on, you can, I'll tell you what, let's bring that there and bring this here. Bring that in. There we go. Okay, right. Come on, can I? Are you? There we go. There we go. That's exactly what I need. It is this here. And so this has got a negative margin left, a negative margin right, a negative margin bottom, and a negative margin top. And then it's got an MD padding of 4, so that's medium dimensions 4, padding bottom 8, medium dimensions padding top 8, background black, LG padding of 4, and see, none of this actually makes it much. That overrides yeah. That's not good. That just turns it to 0. That's a negative margin bottom of 4 and a margin bottom of 4, so that would become margin of 0. Ugh, I don't know what I was smoking when I did this. Right, so the bug here is the right hand side. So if we got rid of that for a second, there we go, we brought it in. There we go, we brought it in. Okay, let me just bring that back to play. Yeah, I think that's done it. Although, yeah, I just want to see what would happen if I did this one. Negative margin left. And it's because I think one of the parents have... let's just try it. That brings it in. And then this... That's better. That's the same width as this. So let's bring this into mobile view. Bring it down. There we go. That's better. So it should be right butty on the left and the right. Oh, excellent. So we've just found and fixed a bug that wasn't even recorded. Okay, let me push that out. Let me deal with that. Git status. Is this on stream? Yes. Sometimes I get my the last bit here off stream, so I need to just bump it up. Okay, so git where are we? Git status. Nothing to, oh, because I've been doing it in the inspector, not in the actual code. All right, so this would be in templates. It would be in Front end. Probably something to do with lesson in the index, and we're looking for minus ML. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's get rid of these. Hit save on that. I'm going to need to also run the make UI dev front end. That's a new make file that I've created. A new make command. I've got make UI dev front end, make UI dev CMS, and make UI, which does them both. And I'm splitting out the encores by the config name. I'll quickly show you that whilst we're waiting for that to work. So in our webpack.config file, what we've got here is the CMS config. And then this is the important thing. We must reset the encore. And then we have our front end build. And then you do modules.exports, and then that's the CMS config, and that's the front end config, which means that I can call this. So encore dev -- config name equals front end config. And I've just got a make file that just runs this. Let's bring that into view a little bit. Okay, so that's done now. So we should be able to refresh our screen. This will have to go into this mode here. And we'll refresh, and it should be okay. Sweet. Okay, that's cool. Let's do a push on that, or a git status on that again to see what's going on. Let's do a git diff just to make sure that we haven't done anything silly. There was also one other thing, which is the margin bottom, I believe. Was it? MB. I'm looking for MB. Why can't I see it? Hang on a minute. Have I... MB of 4. -4. Right. I see what I've done. I've removed it. What I need to do... Let's move it, bring it back. ML. MR. That's fine. They get removed. And then it's... There's MB of 4. MD. I'm sure I'm MB. Ah, here we go. These two. There's no need for these two. That's just ridiculous. Let's get rid of them. MB of 4, MB of 4. Is that how the diff was? MB of 4. MB of 4. Yes. Okay, so now if I did another git diff, that should be removed, right? We should not have any MBs of 4s. I'm going to just... Or that we should only just have the one, right? Yeah. Let me just do a quick build again, just to make sure that that is okay. Yeah, Control-Shift-R is a shift refresh. A hard refresh. What I was doing was I was holding down Control and Shift and just pressing on the icon. It does the same deal. You know, the refresh icon. Okay, so that's that. Let's do that again. Looking good. Making sure the bottom is okay. Let's scroll. Yeah. There's that issue there, though. I think that's another issue. Let's have a look. What's the deal with that? Somewhere down in the depths of the code. There we go. Aha, it's this. Again, I reckon that is the bottom, isn't it? Let's just get rid of that. Maybe we don't need the margin bottom. That looks better, doesn't it? That looks miles better. Let's just make sure. Bring it all in. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, that's cool. I will remove that, and there we go. All good things. just do a quick git diff once more, just to make sure that everything, we can do this by sight now. So we've removed the ML and the MR, the minus ML and MR, and we've removed the MB4 and the minus MB4 and the minus, and the MB4. Now, that's MT. What am I doing? Hang on. It's this one. So the minus NB is margin bottom 4, and that's minus 4, and then this one is MB4, which cancels each other out, which means that it would be margin 0. And what I did previously is I kept this one in, and therefore we had that margin that we saw, but I've just removed that, so it should be good. Right, let's do a git commit minus am fixing margins. Okay, we'll do a git push, and I'll just grab that and push that up. Whoops. I've been working on a Windows machine all day, and I'm now working on my Mac. And what's more is, not only am I working on my Mac, I'm working on my mechanical keyboard, which isn't set up in the Mac kind of key style. So my brain is having to go from Windows to Mac to this keyboard that I rarely use, because every day I'm now working on Windows, which sucks. But you know, you got to do what you got to do, right? I just get so infuriated with Windows in development. I haven't used Windows in years, like literally probably half a decade. I haven't used a Windows machine to do any development work on, and I've recently started just for a project that I'm on, and it is just so painful. It feels like I'm going way back. But it's interesting how quickly your fingers adapt to the keys, right? To the keys on the, the shortcut keys. You find your fingers just lying on the keys, the relevant keys for the keyboard. It's just sometimes it's difficult when you're having to switch between keyboards. Anyway, enough of my moaning. Let's get on to coding. Let's what are we doing now? We're doing the other one, aren't we? It is. Well, we need to put this pull request through. This one, so we'll do that now. Create a pull request. So we'll let the pipelines deal with that, and then we'll actually tackle one of these issues, I think. So this is the margins not correct on mobile, which is that thing here. We're on the same page. So what we'll do is we'll create a new branch for this. So we'll do a git checkout of main, and we'll do a git checkout checkout -b, and we'll do fixes, and this is edit on GH margin. So this shouldn't be that tricky, I hope, although every time I say that, it usually is. So we'll forget about the things that we've just fixed, because that's just going through the pipeline at the moment. This is this issue here. Edit on GitHub needs to be, the same sort of, see the same sort of heights in terms of margin here. Edit on GitHub is this. So it's within a P. So what we could do is, and it's in a div. The div doesn't have anything. That's a naughty of me, isn't it? Code notes to markdown. Why did I do that? I don't understand why I chose to put it into a blank div. Let's just do a class of the P. MT, and we'll do 4. Let's hit save. I should probably be watching this, but whatever, I'll just run the dev. I'm not sure if my watch actually works. We'll try it. So I don't know whether it's what I don't know what it's doing now. Running the Webpack, that's what it's doing. Okay, there we go. Right, let's see if we can get this to refresh and give me some margin on the top there. Yay! That's better. That's better. I'm happy with that. All right. Now I need my terminal again. CD into here. Go into the shell of the container. And then do git status. And do git diff. And that is looking good. So git commit am fixing top margin. Off you go. Git push. And then always forget to do this. Grab you. Paste that. Boom, boom, boom. Go into GitHub. And then mark that as a another fix. If I can. I will reference that issue. So it is edit on here. We'll do fixes. I think I can do it like that, or maybe it needs to be in an actual pull request, in an actual thing. Whatever. We'll give it a go. Okay, so there we go. We've got... ooh, these have failed. That's interesting. Why has this failed? Oh, it's failed on the build and push. Oh, no. What's this? It is yarn build, run build. Build, oh dear. I didn't realize I've changed the command. It's not yarn build anymore. Okay, fine. Git checkout. Oh dear. Main. Git pull. I've changed my commands in my package.json, so we're going to have to quickly do this first. Git b fixes. This is the GitHub workflow. Yarn build. Because it's no longer build. Silly me, I've changed it. It's not build anymore. And I've forgotten. I totally forgot last night that it was the it's used in the workflow for GitHub, for the GitHub actions. Yeah, it's not build anymore. It's prod front end and prod CMS. See, I was doing all this thinking I was clever, and then I've gone and screwed up the workflow. So it should be that we go into Git workflows, and which workflow are we running here? Is it a feature workflow? It's the main. Is it main? Yes, it is on main. Okay. Main. It's probably on all of them, to be fair. We'll go and have a look. So, okay, this is what we're doing here. We are doing a composer install, a PHP stan, a PHP MD, a check style. Okay, that's good. Then we do some unit tests. And then we do a build, and we do Ubuntu latest, yada, yada, yada. At what point? Aha, here we go. We set up the node. We create a node version. Here we are. Yarn install, yarn run build. So instead of that, I need to do something else. I need to have a look at my make file. and it's these things here, isn't it? It's yarn watch, yarn upgrade, yarn cache. Here we are, yarn dev, production build. Here we go, yarn prod front end. So, oh yeah, we need to copy that, paste that into our main.yaml. And we also need to do the same thing, but for the CMS as well, I think. Thank you, YAML, for being, or is this, yeah, it is YAML, for being so brilliant. CMS, there we go. Now, I seem to remember I've also bumped this up as well. Let's, this is what happens when you code really late at night. You forget the ins and outs of your setup. Node, here, yeah, I bumped it up to node 16. So we need to do the same, otherwise the install will fail. So let's do that too. Let's go back up to the workflow. Here we go. So that's now 16, not 21, 16, 21 doesn't exist. Right, so yarn install, yarn prod front end, and then yarn prod CMS. And then it does all the random stuff, and then logs into GitHub, does a build and push, and everybody's a winner. So let's grab that. This is going to have to be the same for staging, I think. Hang on, I'm confused. Where does that start and end? Uses setup node action. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And then feature branch 2. Hang on. Oh, of course, the feature branch doesn't build a Docker image, and therefore it doesn't need to do the actual build. And because it's not doing any acceptance tests, it's not actually running the website. It's just doing unit tests. That's fine. All right, okay. So that should be good. I'm going to just be very cautious when I do my git commits here. Just let's do a git status here. What have we changed? 2 files. Let's do a git diff. That's looking good. So that's been replaced by these 2. And that's been replaced. Okay, that looks good to me. I'm going to do a git commit. Fixing GH workflow. With new yarn commands and bumped node to 16. Okay, let's give this a go. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to run this first, and then I'm going to have to merge in the other things afterwards. Let's go over to here. I can't spell bumped. Okay, let's do that. Create a pull request, and this will go through the pipelines. Let's see what happens. Let's follow this through. So in actions here. So you can see that that's opened. That's a feature, and then, no, that's the feature, which we're not worried too much about. It's this here. I didn't realize that this was going to be an issue. Hopefully this will work. What I don't want to happen is to have a load of PRs that are dependent on this, so we're going to see if we can just run this through and then merge this in, and then we'll merge the rest of them in. So we will unfortunately have to wait for this to go through. But this is why continual integration is so good. It's so important to have things like this going. Because I wouldn't have picked this up otherwise. It is literally like having a team of developers just scrutinize your code. Okay, so that's on to the unit tests now. Yep. So once that's done, we can then take a look at the. I think there's a JavaScript error that we need to look into. God, it's so hot today. I'm sweltering. Okay, here we go. It was at the build and push. This is the problem, or was the problem. So we'll wait for this to run through. Okay, so there we go. Yarn install has it set up node. Downloading node 16. There we go. Now it's doing a yarn install, so now it should be fetching all the stuff. And then it should be running the prod front end. This is the new thing that we put in. And then it should be running yarn prod CMS, which it is doing. They're both working. That's really good. I like that. Awesome. See what I mean by having the config name equals CMS? It means that you can break it up a bit, which is great. And if I was to have a look at this, yeah, you can see that they're quite small, 1.7 KB files, which is nice. That's the runtime file, isn't it? So the other one is the app, which is 17 kilobytes. The CMS one is a bit bigger, but you know, it's a CMS one, so I'm not. It's quite bigger, to be fair, but I'm not overly fussed because it's the CMS I'm going to be working on that. It's not available to the public. And then down here, we then do a build and push. So it looks like it's gone through all the things, which is good. So it's done the setups and the Docker Hub logins and stuff, which is good because it means that once it builds the Docker image, in fact, I'm a little bit impatient, but I know that will run through and pass. So let's go to pull requests, and it is this one here. We can already see that it's just waiting on this. I'm very tempted to press this button. I know I should wait. I do like GitHub Actions. They are such a good thing. I'm so glad I learned them. I've used all sorts of CI things like Circle CI. I've used Jenkins. You know, I used to create my own Jenkins file. Yeah, GitHub Actions seem to be really good. I'm digging those. So let's just have a look at where the actions are. There we go. We can see the feature is actually there. So this is the thing going into main here. Da 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 da. Come on. Now, ideally, what I should be doing is no, I think that's fine. Okay, that's good. That looks like it's all passed. It has all passed. That's all good. We should now have a green tick on this. That's great. So what I need to do now is merge this in. Confirm the merge. delete the branch, which means that the other pull requests should how do I? They should hopefully, yeah, here we go. So that's the merge pull. That's good. But this one here, which one was it? The fixing top margin, was it? Fixing top margin 2, two of them. 18 minutes ago. Hang on. Why is there 2? What's the deal here? One's 187. Hang on. What's going on here? There we go. 186 and 185. Oh, there were 2 different things, weren't they? Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can rerun these. So 86 and 87. Let's take a look at main. 187 is going. Yeah, they look like they're running through them. Yeah, it's going. Oh, hang on. Why are we still looking at build? Oh, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. I need to do a git checkout. Lol. Let's do a git branch. Let's see what we're at. Let's do a git. It's edit. It's this thing, isn't it? Yeah. Let's do a git checkout of main first. Let's do a git pull to bring in that change that we've just done. Totally forgot. I have to merge these things in, don't I? Yeah, so there's the main and the staging.yaml workflows that we've just sorted. So let's do a git checkout of this branch, and let's do a git merge of main. That's looking good to me. Let's right and quit that, and then let's do a git push. That should now kick off a new round. And then whilst we're at it, we'll do git checkout. No, we won't. We'll do git branch again. And it is horizontal. Is it horizontal scroll? Workflow yarn build. Yeah, that's what we've just done. Chrome Stripe. There, yeah, there are other things. So it's horizontal scroll. It's that one as well. Yeah. All right. So git checkout. Git merge of main. Right and quit. There we go. Just the workflows. Good. Git push. Boom. Okay, so those 2 should now be running again. There we go. I don't know why I've... Oh, fixing top margin, fixing margins. I need to get better at my writing these things down. So yeah, there we go. Now we can continue on our day. So we've done that. That's going through the pipeline now. Let's work on this transcript button thing. So this is a JavaScript thing, I believe. Because when you go over to here and you click on that, all that we're doing is we're just taking the user back up with the hash symbol here as an anchor. What we need to do is have this to be highlighted and that to be, or this to be active and that to be inactive, you know? And then likewise, when you click on notes, we need to do the same thing. Can you see on the address bar, it's just the basics of bash, the basics of HTML, sorry, and then hash. So we need to write some JavaScript. That's what we need to do. So we'll do that. We'll do git checkout of main, and we'll do a git pull. I'm pretty sure we've got the latest. Pretty sure, yeah, we do. So we'll do git checkout -b, and we'll do fixes, and this is transcript tab. Okay, right. So let's see where this lives, shall we? Let's close all these down. Actually, no, that's where it lives, isn't it? Transcript. Haha. So we need to write a little bit of JavaScript to pick out this link. So how should we do this? I haven't really thought this through. I guess what we could do is we could create a the notes refer to the tutorial notes here. So ID of tutorial notes. And we should have another hello, this is a note. Let's just see what that looks like. A minute. Okay. So what we could do is bring that down. Oops. I think this is what I was trying to do with these divs. Bring that down to there. And then let's just grab that, put that there, and call this tutorial transcript. Let's get rid of that for a second. Let's hit save. Let's go over here. Let's refresh the page. Aha, gotcha. That's not what I wanted, but okay. It's to do with the flex stuff, right? Yep. Okay, that's correct. Okay, so let's just get rid of this then. I'm not sure it needs a container. And I'm going to need to rebuild the JS as well. I don't know if this is watching properly. No, I don't think it is, because it's only built it once. Alright, let's come out of this and do a proper dev. I'm going to have to look into the watch. I know that there's a lot of problems with using Docker and Node and watch. Using sidecar containers, but that's for another day. That's for another day. So my thinking is that we would have these two IDs. I mean, we could call this section if we wanted to, I suppose. And so you would have ID tutorial notes and ID tutorial transcript. This one by default would be disabled, as in invisible, and it would be triggered by these things. So what we would do is perhaps have a data data section is equal to, on this we would have the corresponding tutorial notes, and then up here you would have the corresponding data section. Sorry, no, that's wrong, isn't it? That should be transcript. Notes. Now, also, what would be nice is if this was an anchor point, so people could go to, say, notes, or they could go to transcript as a link. That would be nice. Hey, thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. That's so kind of you. Hope you're having a great day. Apologies, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that subscriber name. I just thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's very kind, very, very kind. And you set the emotes off, which was lush. Right, let's go to. Now, of course, with all the videos that I've got on YouTube, it could have been someone who's not watching at the moment. Could be watching another video of mine. That's always a possibility. Right, so think. Yeah, so we got the data sections in here. What I would also like to do is have tutorial. Well, we could just go notes, right? And we could do transcript here, which kind of means that there's like no need for transcript. There's no need for the data sections. Because if I could get it just running off of these anchor points, that would be amazing, I think. So yeah, that would be, we would have to do, that would be, yeah, tutorial notes. And that would be tutorial transcript. So before, what was happening, if I don't press refresh, what was happening is when you clicked on these, it would just bounce you up to the top. So if I, without refreshing, if I clicked on that, for instance, it should take me to the top, you see? Or I click on notes, it should take me to the top because we've just got the hash in here. So I'm thinking now, if we refresh the page, if we now scroll down and hit transcript, well, here we go, we've got hash tutorial transcript. Click on notes, we got tutorial notes, and we're still here. That's great. I like that. I like that a lot. I don't want them to be called tutorial transcript. I think we should just call them transcript. And transcript here. And notes. I don't want the tutorial bit. I just want notes and transcript. I think it's just cleaner. All right. Sorry, I'm going around the houses here. So what we need to do now is to use JavaScript to do a show hide. That's what we need to do. And we need to listen up to the URL to see if there's a corresponding thing. Let's just refresh the page in a minute. And then hit transcript. There we go. And then hit notes. Transcript, notes, transcript, and notes. So what I want is to show hide. So I think the first thing I need to do is hide the transcript. We're going to just make this a little bit sort of just better, I think. Let's do a div. Let's do a class. Let's do a p of 4. So like padding of 4 in here. Same deal with this as well. And I'm also thinking about maybe changing this because it's a duplication and I don't like it. Let's remove it. This will be the code notes that get converted to Markdown to HTML. So I'm just putting this in as test code, and the transcripts I'm yet to write. So that's why. Hang on a minute. What's going on here? That's not. That needs to be a \div. Okay. So we need to work this through. Let's try and move this over to here. Let's give that a go and have a look and see what that looks like. So we should see only one edit on GitHub now. There we go. That's better. I might remove the padding left and right. I might change this to be just padding top, PT4 and PB4. I think PB4, because yeah, PT4 and PB4, padding top 4 and padding bottom 4, PB4, because there's already padding out here and it looks a bit weird. So let's just move that in, and it should go into line with this edit on. Yeah, sweet. Maybe have, I don't know, change that to be a div, and then maybe have this as a class. I'm playing now. Okay, this is me playing, and going outside the remit of the thing. Let's do padding top, border top. Sorry. There we go. Okay. And let's do a border gray. Yeah, and also do a PB PT 4. There we go. Okay, right. So, so this will be hidden, and this will be shown. So that's the first thing we need to do. Also, another thing I need to do is sort out the. I need a style on here, don't I? On the actual on here. Let me deal with that first. Let's just sort this out. So this would be class. This would class. It's class. This is text. Pink 500, 400. Underline, and hover. No underline. Save. There we go. All right. Okay. Okay, now I've had my little bit of UI fun. Let's deal with the JavaScript. So the idea is that when someone clicks on the button, it changes the anchor. It obviously changes the the address. So it's hash notes, hash transcript. So what we could do is pick that out with the JS, and I'm going to do some crazy hacky stuff in this page, just so I don't have to do any rebuilding of the imports, and then once I'm happy with it, I'll bring it into the import. So we'll do let's do a const of URI, and we'll equal that to document dot is it location? There we go. Let me just do a console.log of that, just to make sure that we've got the right thing. URI. Okay, let me just run that through quickly. Let's do a view. Yeah, view developer. There we go. Right, so we should have the console logging here. So if we do a refresh, let's bring this over to here a little bit. We should hopefully see location, host, notes. Yes. So we've got what we've got here is we've got the origin, we've got the path name, and it's the href. And we got the hash. Yeah, that's what we want to do. That's what we want. That's what we want to do. If we do document.location.hash, we should lol, we should be able to pull out the hash. Pull out the hash. There we go. Hash is notes. So if we change that to transcript, let's just bring this out. So it's can we please play ball? Thank you. Okay, so let's hit transcript. That should change to transcript. If we hit transcript, did that change? Hang on, what's going on? Oh, yes, I see, because it's getting the current location. Oh, dear. Yeah, I'm going to need to... that's tricky. I'm going to need to deal with an on-click event, aren't I? Yes. Pants. Okay. Oh, well, that's no banner. We can tackle it in a different way. We will need to do this, because if there is someone who comes with a link, then we will need to take this and use this as a default. So let's do const default hash is equal to document location, and then what we could do is have let's do a str. That would be a string, right? So that would be dot split, I think, and we would remove the hash symbol. See, this is what I mean by getting confused with the keyboard. Hash symbol, there we go. All right, let's do a default const default hash, sorry, is notes. That's the default. And then we've got URI hash is that. Now we need to we don't need to make sure that that isn't empty. So what we could do, gosh, I haven't used Java. I'm wondering if we can do that. Hang on, sorry. Let me just riff this for a minute. Dot length, that's what I'm looking for. Length is greater than 0. Then split it, else default hash. And so here we go. This is well, I can just change this, can't I? That'd be notes. Sorry. Notes. There we go. And this is default. There we go. This gets the default hash. Sorry, that's where my head was at. Okay, let's give that a go. Chances are this won't work. Right, let's just refresh. Transcript. Now, why is that? Oh, because when we split, of course, yes, of course. So that would be 1. I'm sure there's a better way of doing that. Yeah, there's a much better way of doing that, isn't there? Document.location.hash.split. Anyway, let's just plow on. Let's refresh. There we go, transcript. Boom. And if we were to change this to be notes, right? That should say notes when this refreshes. So I didn't press the enter button. There we go, there's notes. And when we don't have anything at all, it should be notes. There we go. Right. Okay, cool. So we got those two things. Right. Okay, so I'm going to change this to be default tab. So that's the default tab, and the tabs will be based on here, right? So what we could do is var active tab. That's the default tab. Inactive tab. Hang on, let me just riff this a minute. So var tab is equal to the document.get element by ID, and it is transcript. Come on. There we go. And then we do tab dot hidden is equal to true, right? Let's just refresh the page. That should hide this tab. Tab contents. That's what I should refactor that to. Let me just see if this works. Yes. So we have hello. This is a note, and I've hidden the thing here. So let's do transcript content. Let's load both of these together. So we've got var and a var that is going to be note content, and so that's going to be notes, right? Sweet. Okay. So we could do this if the default tab is equal to notes. Then transcript content dot hidden is equal to true, and then we could ensure that the note content dot hidden is equal to false, and then we do an else statement here. Where it's completely the opposite. So that'll deal with the default stuff. So transcript, blah, 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 that's false, and that's true. Get rid of this. All right, let's just run that again and see if that works. So this time I'm going to just bring this out a little bit. Oh, sorry. So we can have a proper play. All right, so we're on nothing at the moment, so it's defaulted to note. So if I was to hash this, have an anchor of transcript, that should change now to be. Did that work? Press enter. It didn't refresh. There we go. Hello, this is a transcript. Sweet. Okay. So that's hello, this is a transcript, and if we go notes and press N, come on, enter please. This should be hello, this is a note. Hello, this is a note. Pleased to meet you. Okay, so we've got these things in here. That's all good. That's all good stuff. What we could do now is play around with the actual tabs themselves. Do we have any styles on these things? We got text, notes, transcript, pink. Let me see what's going on. Okay, we got a background here of pink, right? LI, BG of pink, and then it would be text white. And then, okay, and then that would be text pink. Okay, right, so we need to reverse this. Okay, so what we're saying is it's not all on one element, it's on two elements. we got the background, and then we've got the actual text. So unfortunately, what I'm going to have to do, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do this, aren't I? So we're going to have to do, now I can't do an ID notes of tabs, notes or transcript, but what I can do is an ID tab. What's this? Notes and ID, which we'll need anyway because these are the transcript. We can use these as the onClicks transcript. No, we won't use the LIs as the onClicks. There should be the A's. Anyway, tab notes and tab transcript. Right. So okay, let's refactor it a little bit more. Let's do tab btn as a class, tab btn. And let's remove the ID. Let's call this data tab type. And that's going to be notes. This will all make sense, hopefully. Let's grab that, paste that up underneath here. I'm making this up as I go, right? So you'll have to bear with me whilst I try and talk, code, refactor all at once, transcript. Yeah, that's all good. Notes and transcript. Scroll, scroll, scroll. I think that's good. So down here, let's grab those buttons. So let's do, well, we'll do them here. I'll refactor all this in a minute. Let me just get my head around this. So we'll do another var of tab btns is equal to hey, Martin. No, it didn't. That was an interesting question. Out of sorts last time. No, it didn't. It didn't. It didn't. I just needed to think about it. It was a good question. Okay, so tab btns, we're going to have a. It's going to be. Hang on. My brain. It's tab btn. There we go. Tab btn is equal to, there we go, document dot get elements. There's two of them by class name. Class name is going to be tab btn. So we have two of these things. So let's do for. Hang on. What is it that I'm trying to achieve here? Let's just take a step back and think. Because I'm going to be doing the onClicks on the A's, not the LIs. The thing that I need to do I'm going to be doing the onClicks on here and on here, not on the LIs. So what am I trying to do here? Tab btn. We're getting two tabs as classes, but why? Why? I think I'm over-engineering this again, as per usual. I think what I need to do... Yeah, screw that. What I need to do is... Data tab. Yes, I need to do this, don't I? I need to do var transcript tab is equal to document dot get Well, we need to loop over them and then pull out the corresponding. Unless I gave them an ID, which is what I was going for anyway. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to what it was. So this would be tab notes without the tab btn. Let's make it a little bit more specific, and that was an example of me trying to over-engineer abstract this by having two classes that I don't think I necessarily need. Let's give these both an ID. I mean, to be fair, this is just all this is doing is just tabs, mate. I mean, come on. Tab transcript, tab notes. Right. So here is transcript tab is get element by ID. Tab transcript, and we'll get another one here, and we'll call this tab notes. And what we're doing on the is we can set this up, can't we? So we can do sorry, that's notes tab. It will be this one. Let's do this one. Let's do transcript tab dot class. Now, is it class list dot add? It's been a while since I've done this. Yes, I think it is. And I'm assuming there's a remove. Dot remove. Yes, there is. Okay, cool. All right. So we're doing an add, and we'll do an add of what was it that we were trying to add here? It was the background pink 700. And we should also do a transcript tab dot children 010, I think maybe, and then do an add. Sorry, no, do a class list dot add, because we want to look for the we want to deal with the actual a tag within the li. So we've got the li here. We want to play around with this. This needs to be text white. So I may have to do a transcript add remove and remove this and replace it with that, I think. Although I think what happens is one goes ahead of the other, and so it overrides it. But let's just do this. Okay, so I've only got it working on the transcript stuff at the minute. So let's just refresh here and see. So right, we hit transcript. What happens? Oh, I haven't done that yet. Sorry. It has to do on a refresh. I haven't got the on-click working yet. No, that didn't work. What's going on here? Document, the token provided, BG pink, contains HTML character. Hey? Contains, oh, JavaScript. Sometimes you're really nitpicky, and sometimes you're not. There we go. See, that's now looking good. Which means that we need to do the reverse of the other one. Now this is crying out to be refactored, as you can you can definitely see here. So let's just deal with all of this stuff. So that would be, we would remove it, wouldn't we? We would remove. That would be remove. and then we would remove we would add this, and we would remove that. Let's have another play. So hopefully the notes would be removed now. There we go. That's better. Okay. So this is getting crazy. It's crying out for refactoring. Let's get it working first. So class add, this is on the notes. Basically, we do this in reverse. All right, let's just test that. So we go back to here. That should be fine as is. Let's then change the notes. Yep, change that to be notes. Whoops. There we go. Getting there slowly but surely. Oh dear, all of this needs to be totally refactored. I'm trying to resist the urge of just jumping in and refactoring it. I want to get it working first. I want to get a working version of it. So now we've got to deal with the on-clicks. Now the on-clicks are on these A things. So what I suppose I could do is I could create what I was trying to do earlier, tab btn on these things. And the same with this one. Scroll. Okay. Let's do it here. Let's do var tab btns, tab buttons is equal to document doesn't have a y in, dot get elements by class name. The name is here, is btn tab. Now we're going to get multiple elements, so we need to do for var I is equal to 0, I is greater than tab btns dot length I plus plus. All right, so let's loop over these. So tab, so we'll do var tab tab btn is equal to tab btn's I, and then so that will get the actual things. So we'll do tab btn dot I think add event listener click function. I'm making all of this up. I've been working in other languages today. Right, do we do another? Let's just do a simple console .log, and let's just do this. Okay, right. Let's just refresh the page, and I'm going to bring this out a little bit so we can see. Okay, right. Let's hit transcript. Yay, we got the transcript. Let's hit the notes. Yay, we got the notes. So transcript here and notes. Sweet. Okay, that's good. So we now have the ability to actually look at the href. So we can do like this dot. Is it attr? I can't remember. I think it is. I don't know. And we're looking for href. I think it's this. Let's do var and let's do hash href. No, let's just do selected tab is equal to that, because then what we can do is href, we can do dot split with it. There we go. Of hash. Oops, press the wrong button again. There we go. And then we get that one there. So we'll change the console to getting the selected tab. There we go. Right, save that. Refresh this. Come on. Okay, so let's hit notes. Oh, this ATR is not a function. Oh no, of course it's not. Hang on, isn't it? No. What is that? Do I have to put in? Hang on, I'm confused. Console.log. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. And I have just checked the time, and I do need to rush. Yes, sorry, just having a look at my messages. What's the deal here, Pete? Come on, think about this. Do we pass in E here? Because that's the event. Let me just triple check something. I need to hydrate. I'm sure there's another one. I'm sure there was another one. No, there wasn't. I'm thinking of another language. Okay, so this .attr. Hang on. Let me Google this. I'm sure it was attr. Get attribute. Is that it? Get elements by get attribute class. I'm sure it was attr. Might be thinking of something else. This dot get. Okay, so it is. Okay. No, that doesn't look. That's not returning anything, is it? All right, let's remove that for now and see what selected tab gives me. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's what we're after, surely. Oh, did I do 0? I meant to do 1, sorry. It's been a busy day. I started at 7:30 this morning, out on a run with Murph. There we go, right. So, now we have those things in here. We've got the selected tab, we've got a selected tab, and we've got the default thing. What I could do is put this into a function and then call that function from here. But unfortunately, I am going to have to shoot off because I need to grab my dinner. Also, I need to go to Loot and get another drink because I'm sparring in this office. So I will, first up, before I go, let's go over to the good old GitHub and just make sure that those pull requests are where they should be. Yeah. So I will merge that in. And there was another one, wasn't there? Okay, yep, that's good. Cool. So if we go back to the issues, we've dealt with the transcript button. Oh no, we are working on the transcript. We've dealt with the hang on, I'm confused. I thought there was another issue. Let's just, have we closed it already? Yeah, we've closed that one. Okay, there we go. I don't think there was any others that we did. We're dealing with the transcript button at the moment. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. Right. So I need to shoot off, but normally I will work through, how to code well in the evening. So I'll just pick this up and get this done. But essentially it's doing exactly what I need it to do. I just need it to show hide this this section. So when we're on notes, we're on notes. But the best thing about this is that I can change the transcript here. So when so when someone hits this as a URL, it takes you straight to the transcript, or it will take you to the notes. Come on, work, please. There we go, take you to the notes. Cool, thank you ever so much for watching. Happy coding, and I will see you on Thursday at 8 p.m. GMT for the podcast. I think it's episode 105, I think. Thank you ever so much for watching. Happy coding, everyone. Take care. Have a great evening, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.